you had a wonderful holiday season. Do you know that we're still in the season of Christmas? It seems like Christmas has come and gone, and now we're moving on, and you might even be getting ready to go back to school. But it's still the Christmas season. Do you see how we have our candles lit? Do you remember the Advent candles? We had hope and love and joy and peace. And what's this middle one? Because we never lit the middle one together. Do you remember what that one is? It's the Christ candle. We light it for Jesus to remind us about Jesus' love and how we prepared to welcome Jesus into our heart all Advent season. But now we're in Christmas, and this is the Sunday that we call Epiphany Sunday. It's a big word. Do you know what Epiphany is? Epiphany is the Sunday that we talk about the wise men or the magi that came to see baby Jesus. Do you know any of those stories or who they are or where they came from? I don't know a whole bunch about the magi. I know that we talk about them being 3 of them, but I don't think that we know exactly how many came. Do you remember how they got to see Jesus? From a star up above, the star that they followed from far away to go meet baby Jesus. This is a Sunday that we remind everybody that God's love is for all of us, not just for us that go to church or watch these videos, but for us to share God's love with everybody. Well, our friends, our world friends, they are setting up a nativity scene, and let's see what they think about the wise men.
Clara, our nativity diorama is almost done. Should we put more emergency exits in the stable? Or maybe a tornado shelter? I think it will be fine.
Hello, Adeline. Clarabella. Do either of you have a pair of scissors that could... Oh. What's that you're making?
It's the nativity. We made everyone who was there for Jesus' birth.
Yes, I see. You have everyone who was there, but, who are these little guys?
Oh, those are the 3 kings who came to give Jesus gifts. Could you put them in the stables for us, please?
3 kings? 3 kings! Kings that came to visit Jesus on the day he was born? And there were 3 of them?
Yeah, Victor. Could you put them in our nativity scene, please?
No, I can't do it! I won't be part of these secrets and lies anymore!
Victor, what are you talking about?
The wise men didn't come to see Jesus on the night he was born. The Bible clearly says they showed up later, when he and his family were in a house.
Victor?
And it doesn't say anywhere how many of them there were. Maybe 2, maybe 12, who knows?
Victor, if you could just put the kings down...
And they weren't kings. They were wise men who studied the stars. That's how they saw the star that led them to Jesus. Ugh, I can't take any more of this.
Our kings! I mean, our wise men!
Yeah! Oh, come on, you fraud! I'm getting you out of our nativity! You're not supposed to be here!
Hold it right there, Victor! Step away from the wise man.
Never. The fact that these 3 charlatans are here in this stable goes against everything Christmas is about!
Not really, Victor.
Gabe? Were you just standing there watching me try to fix the nativity?
Is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah, Victor thinks that the wise men weren't there when Jesus was born.
They probably weren't, which makes sense because they were traveling from somewhere far away, like Persia.
There, you see? Gabe agrees with me. They have no business being here.
Well, I wouldn't say that. The important thing is that Jesus' birth was a special gift to everyone.
Oh, yeah. The wise men must have wanted to travel all that way with gifts for Jesus because they knew how important he was.
Well then, in the interest of authenticity, we should build a second scene where toddler Jesus is in a house and the wise men come to visit. We'll need blueprints, a forklift, lumber, power tools, paint, kitchenware.
What are you doing, Gabe?
I'm putting the wise men over to the side. That way we know that they're on their way to see baby Jesus. Does that work for you, Victor?
Well, yes. Obviously, that's perfect.
What about our wise man miniatures?
I'm sorry, Clarabella. I was obliged to mail them to the local space observatory. You know, where they belong.
So we do know that the wise men didn't get to the stable where Jesus was born because that would take way too long for them to travel far, far distance all the way to where Jesus was born. So we do know that Jesus was a little bit older when the wise men or the magi came to visit. Let's read our story to find out a little bit more. We're going to read from our Rural Story Bible. Our story is called The Wise Men. You can find this story in your Bible in Matthew 2:1-12. Far away from Bethlehem, wise men studied the night sky. In the distance, they spotted a new star, bigger and brighter than all the rest. That bigger, brighter star means a new king is born, said one of the wise men. Let's go find and welcome him. The wise men left on a long journey following the star. In Jerusalem, they met King Herod. We're looking for the new king, the wise men told King Herod. I don't know anything about a new king, Herod said nervously. What do you know? Only that there's a new star in the sky that's bigger and brighter than all the rest, they replied. When you find this new king, said Herod, come and tell me where he is. I would like to honor him. Our world friends say, I don't trust this King Herod. He seems like he's up to something. You're an excellent judge of character. The bigger and brighter star led the wise men to a little home in Bethlehem. Knock, knock, knock. A father opened the door. May we see the new king, they asked. We want to welcome him. A child peeked out from behind his father, Joseph. He's wonderful, said one of the wise men. What's his name? Whispered another. Jesus, said the boy's mother, Mary. A gift for the world, announced the third wise man. And at the end of their visit, the wise men left 3 gifts of honor for Jesus: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. What gift would you bring to Jesus? That night in a dream, the wise men were warned that King Herod wanted to be the only king. They decided not to tell Herod where the new king was. Instead, they returned home by another route so King Herod couldn't find Jesus. Our world friends say, what's a baby going to do with a present like that? If he didn't want them, I'd be happy to take them. What would you bring Jesus? What a hard question. Who would know? What would you bring God? Well, I think I would try to bring God love and happiness and maybe share a smile. I don't know what I could give to the baby Jesus. It's a hard question. Do you have an answer? It's a tricky one. Well, for our craft today, I made a star because the star was the guiding light for the magi to follow. They knew something special was happening. They knew something different was going to happen. So make a star, color it or paint it. If you have glitter, add some glitter and hang it somewhere to remind you that God is with you. You might not always see God because God isn't right there, human in front of us, but you may see things that remind you of God, like the star. The star will help me remember that God is with me when I'm happy or sad or nervous or excited. God is with me. All right, my friends, have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.